Prepare to rethink everything you thought you knew. This is Mind Benders, your source for the most mind-twisting facts that will expand your understanding of the world. Let's bend some minds.
Scene start. For as long as we have been human, we have looked to the night sky and wondered. We saw stories in the stars, gods in the planets, and a map of our own existence in the celestial dance. For millennia, we believed that what we could see was all there was, a grand, glittering clockwork of light against an endless black canvas. We were wrong. Terribly, beautifully wrong. Every star you see, every galaxy we can photograph, every planet, asteroid, and speck of dust we have ever detected, all of it, combined, makes up less than 5% of the known universe. Everything we have ever touched, measured, or directly observed is a mere footnote in the cosmic ledger. So, what is the other 95%? The honest answer is the most profound mystery in all of science. We have no idea. We are living in a universe that is almost entirely invisible to us, governed by forces we cannot comprehend and composed of substances we cannot identify. Welcome to the hidden cosmos. To find this invisible universe, we had to look not at the light, but at its absence, at the shadows. Astronomers studying distant galaxies noticed something was deeply wrong. According to our laws of physics, these colossal star cities were spinning so fast they should have torn themselves apart, flinging their stars into the empty void. They were defying gravity, or so it seemed. The only explanation was that something else was there, a vast, invisible halo of mass holding them together with its immense gravitational pull. We call it dark matter. It's the invisible scaffolding of the cosmos, the silent puppeteer guiding the formation of every structure we see. It doesn't emit light, it doesn't reflect light, it doesn't block light. It is a cosmic ghost, passing through you, this planet, and the entire solar system right now, and we are completely oblivious to its presence. It outweighs all the visible matter in the universe by more than 5 to 1. But this gravitational ghost isn't even the biggest player in the game. In the late 1990s, cosmology was hit with an even greater shock. By observing distant supernovae, astronomers discovered that not only is the universe expanding, but that expansion is accelerating. Something is actively pushing the universe apart, a repulsive force that works against gravity on the largest scales. We call this force dark energy. It is an intrinsic property of space itself, a constant, pervasive pressure that is slowly but surely driving every galaxy away from every other. It is the undisputed king of the cosmos, making up nearly 70% of everything that exists. So, this is our reality. We are strangers in our own universe, living on a tiny island of familiar matter in a vast, dark ocean of unknown physics. The two greatest components of our cosmos, dark matter and dark energy, remain complete enigmas. They are the blank pages upon which the next chapter of science will be written. To understand them is to understand reality itself. Our hunt for answers will take us to the edge of space and time, beginning with an object so extreme it breaks the very laws we thought we knew. Scene end. Scene start. This object is not a hole, but a destination. The most extreme, the most violent, and the most mysterious object our universe allows to exist. It is born from the death of a god, a star so massive that when it exhausts its fuel, its own gravity becomes an unstoppable force. The star collapses in on itself, crushing matter to a density so infinite it shatters the very fabric of reality. This is a black hole. Imagine a cosmic waterfall where the river is space itself, flowing into an unseen abyss. As you get closer, the current gets stronger. There is a point, a precise line in the void, where the river of space is flowing faster than the speed of light. This is the event horizon. It is not a physical surface, but a boundary of no return. cross it, and no force in the universe can stop your descent. You are locked in a one-way journey to the end. For decades, we believed this was the ultimate prison, a place where information and history were erased from the cosmos forever. But physics has a sacred rule: information cannot be destroyed. This contradiction, the black hole information paradox, has tormented scientists for half a century. It suggests that either our understanding of gravity or quantum mechanics is fundamentally wrong. To solve it, we must understand what lies at the heart of the abyss: the singularity. Here, at the center, our laws of physics do not just bend, they break. All the mass of a dead star is crushed into a point with zero volume and infinite density. Time stops. Space ends. This is the front line of modern physics, the place where Einstein's theory of gravity collides with the bizarre rules of the quantum world, and both fail. What is this place? Is it a gateway to another universe? A tear in the fabric of reality? We simply don't know. Yet these cosmic enigmas are not just passive destroyers. They are the monstrous engines of creation. At the heart of nearly every large galaxy, including our own Milky Way, lurks a supermassive black hole, millions or even billions of times the mass of our Sun. Their immense gravitational influence acts as a cosmic anchor, shaping the birth of stars and the structure of the entire galaxy around them. They are both the architects and the executioners of the cosmos. They devour stars and bend light. They warp time and break the laws of physics. They are the dark hearts around which our brilliant galaxies revolve. We have peered into the darkness, but the darkness has only offered more questions. And the most tantalizing question of all is this: if a black hole is the ultimate cosmic entrance, could there also be an exit? Entrance implies an exit, a beginning, an end. For every action, an equal and opposite reaction. These are the fundamental symmetries that underpin our physical world. So, if a black hole is the universe's ultimate one-way street inwards, does its opposite exist? A place where space flows unstoppably outwards? According to the mathematics of Einstein's theory of general relativity, the answer is a mind-bending yes. We call it a white hole. A white hole is a perfect mirror image of its dark twin. It is a region of space-time that nothing can enter from the outside, but from which matter and light can escape. It would be the most violent and brilliant object in the cosmos, a fountain of creation, constantly spewing energy into the universe. The problem? We have never seen one. They are ghosts in the machine of physics, solutions on a page that seem to have no counterpart in reality. Many physicists believe they are purely theoretical, mathematical oddities, forbidden by other laws of nature. But what if they're just hiding? This is where the mystery deepens. Some theories propose that a black hole and a white hole are not separate objects at all, but two ends of the same tunnel. A gateway connecting two different points in space-time, or even two different universes. This is the Einstein-Rosen bridge, better known as a wormhole. A cosmic shortcut, a theoretical passage through the fabric of reality itself. To enter a black hole in one place could, in theory, be instantly ejected from a white hole somewhere else, light years away or eons in the future. The conditions inside such a tunnel would be so extreme that anything made of normal matter would be torn apart by tidal forces. But the possibility, however remote, fires the imagination. It's a concept that blurs the line between science and science fiction. Yet the most profound implication of white holes has nothing to do with travel. It might explain the single greatest event in history, the beginning of everything. What was the Big Bang? An explosion of all matter and energy from an infinitely hot, dense point, a singularity. This description sounds hauntingly familiar. Could it be that our entire universe is the result of a single gigantic white hole event? A cosmic eruption that gave birth to every star, every galaxy, and every one of us? If so, it begs an electrifying question. If our universe is the exit, the white hole, then where is the entrance? Where is the black hole that fed it? The answer could lie in a reality far grander than we can perceive, a multiverse of parent universes, where the collapse of a star in one cosmos could seed the creation of an entirely new one in another. From the death of a star comes a black hole. From a black hole, perhaps a wormhole. And from the white hole at its end, a new universe is born. We have journeyed from a hole in space to the very birth of time itself, and the questions only grow larger. These are the ideas that push science to its absolute limit. If your mind is racing with the possibilities, join us on this journey into the unknown. Subscribe to Mindbenders and never miss a moment of discovery. To imagine our universe as one of countless others, born from the death of a star in a parent cosmos, is to fundamentally redefine our place in reality. If universes themselves are as numerous as grains of sand, then the arena for life is incomprehensibly vast. In this grand cosmic context, the idea that we are unique, that this one planet is statistically impossible. And yet, when we turn our telescopes to the heavens and listen, we are met with nothing, a profound and unsettling silence. This is the Fermi paradox. The universe is ancient, nearly 14 billion years old. Our galaxy alone contains up to 400 billion stars, with untold trillions of planets. There has been more than enough time and more than enough opportunity for intelligent life to arise, evolve, and spread across the stars, leaving unmistakable signs of its existence. So the question that haunts astronomers and philosophers alike is brutally simple. Where is everybody? Are we truly alone, a fleeting miracle of biology in an otherwise sterile cosmos? Or is there another, more unnerving explanation for the great silence? Scientists have tried to quantify the odds with formulas like the Drake equation, a probabilistic argument to estimate the number of technological civilizations in our galaxy. It multiplies a series of factors: the rate of star formation, the fraction of those with planets, the number of planets that could support life, the fraction of those that actually develop it, and so on. Change any one of these variables, and the answer swings wildly from us being utterly alone to the galaxy teeming with millions of advanced societies. The equation doesn't give us an answer, it frames the mystery. The true problem may not be the math, but the existence of a barrier we haven't accounted for. This barrier is known as the Great Filter. It is a proposed evolutionary step that is so difficult to overcome, it all but guarantees that intelligent life will never become interstellar. The terrifying question is, where on the cosmic timeline does this filter lie? There are two primary possibilities, each with staggering implications for humanity. The first is that the Great Filter is behind us. Perhaps the initial leap from non-living chemistry to simple life is so astronomically rare that it has happened only once, here on Earth. Or maybe the transition to complex multicellular organisms was the hurdle. If this is true, it means we are the first. We have passed the great test and have the entire galaxy to ourselves. It is a lonely but hopeful prospect. But there is a second, far more chilling possibility. The Great Filter is still ahead of us. This would mean that life commonly evolves to our level of intelligence, but something inevitably prevents it from going any further. A recurring planetary catastrophe, a technological trap like runaway artificial intelligence, or a tendency for every advanced civilization to discover the means of its own destruction and, inevitably, use it. In this scenario, the silence we hear from the stars is not an empty stage, but a graveyard. It is a cosmic warning, echoing from the ghosts of civilizations that reached our stage and went no further. Our search for extraterrestrial life is not just a quest for companionship, but a hunt for evidence of our own odds of survival. The empty cosmos forces us to look back at ourselves and ask the hardest question of all. Are we the exception, or are we just next in line? The Great Filter, an ominous silence echoing from a cosmic graveyard. It's a chilling explanation for our apparent solitude. casting humanity as either a lonely miracle or the next victim in a long line of cosmic failures. But this assumes the universe is a stage, and that other actors would be visible if they were present. What if the stage itself is an illusion? What if the very fabric of space and time is structured in a way that isolates us, not by chance, but by design? The answer may lie not in the stars, but in the fundamental code of reality. Our journey takes us back to the edge of a black hole. The information paradox, the puzzle of what happens to an object's information when it's swallowed by a singularity, forced physicists to consider a radical idea. They proposed that all the information to describe a three-dimensional object, down to every last atom, could be perfectly stored on the two-dimensional surface of the black hole's event horizon, like a cosmic hologram. This mind-bending concept, known as the holographic principle, has an implication so profound it rewrites everything we think we know about existence. What if this isn't just true for black holes? What if it's true for the entire universe? The holographic principle suggests that our three-dimensional reality, you, this planet, the farthest galaxy, might be nothing more than a complex projection of information stored on a distant, two-dimensional surface at the very edge of the cosmos. The space between stars, the very concept of depth and volume, might be a grand illusion conjured by the laws of physics. We aren't in the universe, we are a projection of it. This idea doesn't just solve the information paradox, it opens a door to an even more unsettling possibility. If the universe is fundamentally information, bits of data describing properties and locations, then it behaves exactly like a computer, a system processing information to generate a reality. This leads to the ultimate cosmic mystery. Are we living in a simulation? A meticulously crafted program running on some unimaginable cosmic hard drive? It would elegantly explain so much. The laws of physics are just the lines of code. The speed of light is the processor speed limit. Even the Fermi paradox finds a new eerie solution. Perhaps we are alone because no other intelligent beings have been programmed into our instance of the simulation. Or maybe, to save processing power, the universe only renders what we are looking at. The greatest evidence for this hypothesis is the universe's own improbable existence. Scientists have discovered that the fundamental constants of nature appear to be exquisitely fine-tuned for life. If the strength of gravity or the charge of an electron were different by even one tiny fraction, stars couldn't form, chemistry would be impossible, and the universe would be a sterile wasteland. Is this just a lucky cosmic coincidence? Or are we living in a universe where someone intentionally set the parameters to allow life? This isn't just philosophy anymore. Scientists are actively looking for the signature of this simulation, for a glitch in the matrix, an anomaly in cosmic ray data, a deviation in physical laws, or a hint that the universe has a finite resolution. The search for alien life has become a search for the code of creation itself. To consider our universe a simulation is to stand at the final precipice of thought. A glitch in the cosmic rays would be more than a scientific discovery. It would be the moment we find a crack in the wall of our reality, a peek at the machinery whirring just beyond our perception. In this scenario, we are not just explorers of the cosmos, but characters in a story written in a language we have only just begun to decipher. The search for alien life becomes a search for other players, and the laws of physics become the unbreakable rules of the game. Suddenly, all the mysteries we've encountered on our journey snap into a new, terrifying focus. They are no longer separate puzzles, but different facets of the same ultimate question. The dark matter and dark energy that form the invisible 95% of our cosmos. Perhaps they are not matter at all, but the computational architecture of the simulation, the vast unseen operating system that renders our tangible 5%. The great filter and the eerie silence of the universe, a feature, not a bug, of a single-player experience designed for us, and us alone. The singularity at the heart of a black hole, It is the ultimate error message, a place where the simulation's code divides by zero and simply breaks down. Yet, whether we are biological accidents in a random universe or the complex output of a cosmic program, one fact remains unshakable. We are here. We are the part of the universe that is aware of itself. Through our eyes, the cosmos bears witness to its own grandeur. Through our minds, it asks the questions that give it meaning. Our consciousness is not a footnote in the story of reality. It is the act of the story being read. This gives our fleeting existence a profound and undeniable purpose. We began our journey by looking up at the stars, just as our ancestors did millennia ago. They saw gods and myths. We see gravitational waves and quantum foam. But the emotion that connects us across the ages is the same: wonder. We are a species driven by the unquenchable need to know what lies beyond the next hill, the next star, the next layer of reality. This curiosity is the most powerful force we know. It is what took us from caves to the moon, from staring at fire to decoding the afterglow of the Big Bang itself, from the invisible matter holding our galaxies together to the impossible physics lurking within a black hole, from the deafening silence of a billion empty worlds to the unnerving idea that our reality is a projection. We are left with more questions than answers. And that is the most beautiful discovery of all. The universe is not a textbook to be finished, but an infinite library waiting to be explored. The search is our destination. The mystery is our home. We are the mind of the cosmos, and our journey is just beginning. What do you believe is the greatest mystery of them all? A silent universe? A simulated reality? Or something else entirely? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
The world is full of fascinating paradoxes, isn't it? We hope today's facts truly bent your mind. If you're ready for more daily revelations that challenge the norm, subscribe to Mindbenders. Don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss a new video. Until next time, keep questioning.